Hey guys, do you like to have you ever tasted the great Mexican mole? This is one of my favorite mole. It is a delicious chicken dish that you can make at your house in matter of less than an hour. Okay? So come learn how to make the mole. And this video is dedicated to my supervisor, Adrian Hines, since he really likes mole. And I give him all the ingredients, Adrian. There's no excuse, buddy. You can make this, and it's real good. So come and enjoy at Recipes Come to Life. Well guys, thank you for coming back to Recipes Come to Life. Today we're going to do one of my favorite recipes, and it's called mole, chicken mole. And we're going to use the following ingredients. But the very first thing we're going to do, we're going to cook the chicken. We're going to broil it, so that way we can get that consistency. And the second thing we're going to do, we're going to make the sauce, and we're going to make a really good mole. I hope you guys enjoy this. And here's the ingredients. So we're gonna use probably like one tablespoon of salt, seasoned salt. This is one of my favorites. And we're gonna make the broth, and we're gonna make the chicken here. We're gonna broil it. We're gonna use a little bit of onions. We're gonna use a little bit of cilantro and two cloves of garlic. And two leaves, two leaves, bay leaves. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So very first thing, we're going to clean up our chicken. Okay, and let me put all this in here. So we really don't want the fat, a lot of fat, so we're going to cut it. Here in this country, this part of this country, they seem to love shredded chicken. Where I come from, we usually never cooked shredded it, but it makes a good burrito, and I'll show you later on. So we cut a little of the skin. Some people take the skin out. I enjoy the skin. So, and I'm gonna start putting it on my pan here. So we cut the fat. We don't want too much fat. I love chicken. That's like my number one meat for me. So we're gonna make enough for 2 people. So that means I'm gonna make it for today, and I'm gonna make it for tomorrow for me for lunch, and probably for later on, maybe a burrito here and there. So once I have my chicken done, okay, I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna turn on. Let's see. I'm gonna start turning on our thing here. So we're gonna put it on our pan. Okay. And we're gonna start seasoning. So we're gonna season it with salt. Like I said, I do around 2 tablespoons, not much, but I just sprinkle enough. It's gonna boil anyways. And then put my onions, and I put my cilantro, my 2 cloves, and 2 bay leaves. So right there, one goes in there. And when it comes down to water, well, it's kind of like a chicken broth. Okay, so you kind of measure it. Yeah, it depends how much you like it. And I'm gonna put the water in here. We're looking at 4 cups, possibly. So, and this is one of my favorites. My kids love this too. So, but they like it shredded. I actually like it whole. And that's pretty much it when it comes down to this. We're gonna let it simmer for, not simmer, we're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna simmer for maybe 30 minutes, okay? So we'll come back once we're done. So we're gonna wait. Okay, so guys, now that we have our chicken done, what we did, we boil it for 5 minutes, and then we kind of simmer down medium heat, and we let it simmer for the next 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna take my chicken out, you know, because I'm gonna prepare the sauce. So here's the magic about mole, okay? And the good thing about the sauce is that you can do all kinds of good stuff with it. So I'm pulling out my chicken, make sure that it's done, okay? And let me see. So everything looks good, ready to go for it. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use number 1 ingredient, well actually number 2, or both of them. There's 2 ingredients. I'm going to use Doña Maria mole. You can get this at Walmart for probably $2. And I'm going to use this Mexican chocolate that you use mi abuelita. And it's a Mexican chocolate that you can find for $3, and it's kind of interesting because it has like a bar. So how much am I going to use? I'm going to use 1, and I'm going to use and a half of this buddy. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to break it. Okay, so that way I can have half, and I'm going to peel it today. Oh, this is interesting. Nice and sealed, which is pretty neat. And I'm gonna, usually they're not that sealed. I don't know what's so special about this chocolate, so usually it is. So like I said, I'm gonna use half. Okay, and I'm gonna put it in a blender because the blender is a lot easier to deal with. And I'm gonna put 1, and I'm gonna break it too. Okay, I'm gonna put this one back in his package. So we crack it. It's kind of hard chocolate, you know. It's not your regular, you know, Hershey chocolate. This has a lot of cane sugar, I believe, and I'm gonna put that. So now the key on when it comes to the mole is that you get this little, you know, 8-ounce glass of mole, but you're only gonna use half of it. You don't have to use the whole thing, because if you use the whole thing, it's gonna be too strong. Okay? So you don't want to use the whole thing because it's gonna be very strong. So what are you gonna do? I already have one open here. And if you notice, I used half of it last time. So now I'm gonna use the other one. The other half. It is kind of oily. So when you store it, make sure you store it on the plastic bag, like a little Ziploc, because what is going to happen is going to make a mess in your fridge. So highly, strongly recommend for you to put a Ziploc inside of a Ziploc, because otherwise it's really strong. So what is mole? What is the paste that we're using today? Well, it's a combination of spices and chilies, and some people say even chocolate. And we can read it here. Pretty interesting. Combination. Let's see. Let's see ingredients. Actually, even cookies, sugar, and some chocolate. It does have some chocolate. If you taste it, it's not sweet at all. It's kind of like, has a pretty strong, kind of like a coffee, you know, type of taste. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna strain my water here. And let me see, I'm gonna put this in here. I'm gonna switch it because I'm right-handed. If I go from here to there, it's gonna look kind of weird. So, because I'm right-handed, I'm gonna move this And let's see if I can do this besides making a mess. Is this long enough? Nope, it's not long enough. So let's see. Not long enough, but I still can do it. Yeah, because I go like that is most likely I'm gonna make a mess. So once again, we're gonna strain it, and the reason we're gonna strain it because we just need the broth. We don't need anything else on the mole. And you don't need all the impurities. We have bay leaf, the garlic cloves, and if you notice, it's filling. And I'm taking everything out now. It's filling up, and you want the broth to be hot, because that way, when you do it, it's gonna melt really nice. And now some people like this stuff, like, you know, melt it. I think it would be too strong for me personally. So I take the onions, I take, you know, the garlic, I take all the other stuff out. But you sure you want to. Now if you notice, it's pretty full, right? So I'm gonna put this one in here because we're gonna still strain, and we're gonna close this baby up, okay? And we're gonna put it on the blender. Now it does make a little mess, and now if I do anything, and if you strain it, so I've got nothing. I'm gonna turn this off, okay, for a minute. And with my spoon, I'm gonna take this bad stuff out. All the impurities of this thing. And hold on. And I put it back. I'll tell you why. Right? So now that I have my mole, my ingredients over here in the blender, I'm just gonna blend it out. Now, I don't like too fast. I'm gonna go kind of slow. Make sure that all the ingredients go good. And this is the easiest way. Sometimes I use a spoon, and I kind of mix it, you know, like it was some kind of soup or chocolate. But I learned this from my sister-in-law, my ex-sister-in-law. She kind of gave me the idea that it's a lot better to blend it. Now, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna see how we're doing. If I have any chuck, I think it's. Let's see. Looks good. You can taste it. Real good. See, now you can taste that chocolate taste that we all love. Now go a little bit more. Okay, so now that I'm done, the next step is to rinse this because it's kind of stained. To put it over here. Okay? So, it's hot, so watch out. Okay? So now that you put it on there, you're gonna mix it. Now, because it is chocolate, it's gonna thicken. Okay, if you want, you can put starch to thicken the sauce. I don't, you know, I kind of like watery, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna save some of my mole, And the reason I'm gonna save some of my mole is because I like to use my mole not only to make mole, but also to make enchiladas. So I have half a pot of mole, and I don't need all that. Okay? So I'm gonna grab 2 cups. 1, 2, 2.5 maybe. And I'm gonna save this because later on I'm gonna make mole enchiladas, which is, you know, I gave the recipe to one of my coworkers and she loved it. Of course, the recipe comes to life. You just need to come and watch the video. Okay? You don't need to learn how to cook. I'll teach you how to cook. Simple stuff. You know, nothing difficult. As you can see, this is not a difficult thing. Few steps, no big deal. Okay? So now we're going to put in our chicken. Okay? So we're gonna turn this on and we're gonna let it simmer for a good 10 minutes. Okay? And the reason we're putting it back again is because we want to make sure that our chicken soaks up all the good mole ingredients. You know, all the mole, and it gets that little taste inside. Now, here you can shred it. Now that you have it outside, you can shred the chicken. Very popular here around this side of the country, which is Texas. They love to shred it because of the fact that they, you know, I mean, they can do things like burritos, you know, and really, really good burritos here in El Paso, Texas. Really good part. But I am used to eating it whole, and because the presentation is better presentable when you actually do it whole. So now I'm gonna start it again, and I'm gonna wait 10 minutes for this to. Okay. So I'm gonna close it. So I want to simmer it, and we're gonna wait 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna actually open this little baby. This is gonna be great for enchiladas. You know, mole enchiladas. This is one of my kids' favorite. Actually, we did a battle of enchiladas, which I'm gonna show you guys pretty soon. I just gotta do more enchiladas, how to prepare the 2 other enchiladas, and I'm gonna throw it out in one weekend, and people are gonna be seeing how we did the enchiladas. Okay. At first, it was too long, 30 minutes, so I'm gonna cut it off in, you know, 5 parts. You know, so that's how we're gonna do. But right now, we're gonna learn how to make mole. Okay. Now the cool thing about this little, you know, container is that you can use it as a glass, 8-ounce glass. You know, so if you ever want to eat 8 hours, then, you know, 8 ounces. This is exactly 8 ounces. I mean, that's why when you go to Europe, they'll give you 8 ounce of soda. They don't give you more, and there's no free refills in Europe, which is kind of crazy. But you know, for Americans, we love our refills and we love to upsize everything. So I'm cooking waiting for my chicken, my sauce to boil, and then I'm gonna simmer. Okay, and I'm gonna prepare everything. But once again, Nestle, mi abuelita, you can get it in Walmart. If you're somewhere part of the United States that you don't have a lot of Mexican food and you go with Goya, you can actually order this in Walmart on their website, and they will mail it to you. This is only $3, folks. You can't beat this. You can make chocolate, which does excellent milk and chocolate, and also this thing. Because I know when I used to live in Cleveland, there were not a lot of Mexican products in Cleveland. Everything was made by Goya. Goya is actually a Spanish company that produces, you know, Hispanic, Latin American product, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm sorry. It's like me trying to buy, what is it? What do they do over there in Spain, like papas or I don't know, some crazy olives from Spain, but from, you know, but actually trying to, from a company from Central America. It's just not gonna happen, guys. You know. So yes, definitely, this is key, because there's other products, but the best products is Doña Maria mole and Nestle Mi Abuelita, and it's they're unique. You'll see it. They're like chunk blocks of chocolate. Let me just show it to you. This is half. You see? Imagine the other half. It's done by Nestle, you know, which is kind of weird because they make all water, they make all kinds of other chocolate stuff. And Nestle, I believe, is a company from somewhere in Switzerland, maybe. I don't know, because they own all the chocolate in the world. But yeah, this is pretty good, and my daughter loves to eat this stuff. Not much because it's very sweet. Okay, so yeah, so we're waiting here. We're gonna wait 10 more minutes, so I'll see you in 10 minutes. Okay guys, so we're back. We're done with the mole, and it's the moment, what I call the moment of truth. Okay, so now I got my Spanish rice done. So now I'm gonna get my 2 pieces of mole. So I'm gonna strain a little bit, because I wanna make sure it's presentable. I don't wanna just make a mess. If you notice, it didn't get that much of a, you know, but let's see. So if you notice, it still needs like a little more of flavor. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna grab my spoon. I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm just gonna smother it with more of that delicious sauce that we make, the mole sauce. Okay, now some people like it really dark, so they thicken the sauce with what you call it, with cornstarch. I don't. Maybe it was a little too watery, but I'm just gonna put a little bit of ajonjolí, sesame seed, and I'm just gonna put it in here, so that way everyone can see this, the great presentation, what I'm about to eat. I can't. So let's see, a little more everywhere, so it looks presentable. And I got my tortillas here, and I'm gonna roll it because I'm gonna take some pictures. And here we go. Tortilla here, tortilla here. So here it is, guys. If you ever want to make mole, easy to make, buy the right ingredients and enjoy it. Okay? So here it is, mole. Please subscribe to this channel. It's very important that you subscribe. What are you waiting for, man? It doesn't cost you a penny. Just hit the subscribe button, the notification, so that way next time I come up, you see me cooking a great meal. Okay? So once again, subscribe. Doesn't cost you a lot of money. It's easy. Enjoy, you know, and learn how to cook. Your kids will love it. Your wife will love it. Your suegra, I don't know about your mother-in-law, but I bet you she'll love it too. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for coming to my channel, and subscribe to my channel. Give it a like if you like, give it a no like, leave a comment. I can always send you the recipe. I'll be working on my book pretty soon, so just come and enjoy it. Okay, thank you, and see you next time when recipes come to life in Cat Dad's Kitchen.